Imagine you are driving down a road at night and suddenly you are blinded by the piercing glare of the oncoming headlights. This isn't just annoying, it is a serious safety hazard, and it's all something we've been a victim of. Every year, accidents are caused by headlight glares that results in fatalities, injuries, and that could have been prevented. The problem of excessively bright headlights causes a serious safety hazard that affects all ages. As a driver of 4 years, I have had first-hand experience with dangerous glare of headlights, such as this one. After researching studies on road safety, I have been encouraged to act on this topic. Today, I want to influence the idea that coming together as a community, it is important for us to implement regulations for headlight lumens, which is essential to improve the safety on our roads. Today, I will discuss the dangers of excessive headlight lumens, the benefits of regulation, and how these regulations will impact our community effectively on road safety. As we have established a concern on surrounding headlight glare, let's dive into the dangers associated with headlight glare. Dangers of high lumen headlights are important for driver safety. This isn't just a minor annoyance. It is a serious issue. The growing safety hazard of having headlights that are in high lumen are increasing the risk of accidents. This includes potential crashes, injuries, and fatalities. According to Eckel and Sparks, the number of accidents caused by glare from high beams account for 12 to 15% of all traffic accidents. Imagine you are driving a car in the oncoming lane with blaring headlights coming right at you. The glare is so intense that you can't see the lane markers or anything in the foreground. This is something that we have all been victims of. Whether you are blind for a few seconds, the consequences of this temporary blindness can be severe. The consequences can be and are not limited to swerving into traffic, missing a pedestrian or cyclist, failing to react to avoid a collision. The result of this unfortunate mishap can cause property damage, injuries, and even fatalities. According to an article by Stephen Bleach, it states a survey of 2,000 drivers by RAC found 9 in 10 think at least some headlights are too bright. Of those, the 3/4 say they are regularly dazzled, and 85% say the problem is getting worse. So that means 9 out of 10 people are a victim of blindness when seeing high lumen headlights. Here I have a representation of what high lumen headlights look like. The lighter bulb is a halogen light. This is what they had produced back in the 1900s, and this is what I personally have on my vehicle. I prefer this type of this light due to the fact that I am still able to see a lot on the road and it's not blinding anyone that is in the oncoming lane. This is what now we have invented in the 2000s. So with the max being 10,000 lumens, that is over the illumination of the actual sun. So we can see and identify that with the lower lumens, we are not blinding the people that are in oncoming traffic, but we're being polite and not making them blind to the oncoming traffic that is going by. And with the higher amount of lumens, we're blinding them and kind of being rude with road safety. Whether you're a regular commuter or an occasional driver, this applies to you and your safety. It is important for all of us to come together as a community to stand for the safety of our roads. While examining the general safety hazard that affects drivers, it is important to consider how these issues need to be handled. Next, we will talk about the benefits of headlight regulation and how it is safer for our community. What if we could have better headlights that light up the road without blinding everyone else? This solution is to regulate headlight brightness and ensure proper aiming. This allows clearer vision for all drivers and safer roads for everyone. I started out with an older car, as I had said, which I have myself a halogen light. This is another representation of how high the lumens may be and how low they are. This is going to be your average halogen light, and this is going to be your high lumen LED light. As you can see with the lower lumen, you can see a vast area, but with this, it starts to get piercing. You can see almost everything in clear detail. With this being said, we need regulations that will limit the headlight brightness to safer roads and proper aiming. This isn't about dimming the headlights, it's about making them effective enough to stop blinding the drivers. Having properly regulated headlights can improve visibility for drivers without creating excessive glare for others. This will reduce any eye strain, improve reaction time, and make it safer for nighttime driving. It's to adapt the method of balance of illumination, where light is focused on the road and not scattered into the oncoming driver's vision. Many countries have regulations on headlight brightness and aiming. Implementing similar standards will bring us in line with international practices. Newer headlight systems like adaptive driving beam, ADB, it can automatically adjust the light to avoid blinding the other drivers. Although brighter headlights seem to be safe, they create a glare that reduces the overall visibility of others. When properly aimed, moderately bright headlights provide better and safer illumination of the roads, such as the 3000 and 4300 lumen, which these are both halogen. You may ask, regulations will limit my ability to see at night. The goal of having regulations isn't used to reduce your ability to see, but it is to ensure that everyone can see safely. Regulations will focus on balancing brightness and aim to maximize visibility for all drivers. According to an article by Raven Fawn, it states, Massachusetts has recently taken a firm stand of the use of bright LED headlights by banning certain aftermarket versions of these lights on vehicles. Drivers across the state are already expressing relief and approval as the ban promises a safer and more comfortable driving experience. From my own perspective, when an oncoming car comes at me and I see them with blaring headlights, it already and immediately causes eye strain for me. As a person that works and watches screens all day, it makes my eyes even worse and even more strain at the end of the night. With practical solutions in hand, let's envision how these changes can transform our driving experience and what consequences might be if we fail to act. Imagine a world that is free from any accident, a world that never loses a life due to severe injury and fatalities due to accidents, the optimal visibility without blinding other drivers. Now, let's visualize the alternative, which is continuing with the increasing bright headlights, more accidents, more eye injuries, and a greater sense of danger every time you drive at night. According to Legal Clarity, Illinois does not mandate statewide vehicle inspections. This may be important for us, especially if we want to regulate and inspect cars that may not be in line with the lumens that have to meet those standards when it comes to regulations. Standard headlights offer adequate visibility without causing excessive glare, but with bright headlights, While intending to improve the visibility aspect for drivers, it often puts others at risk. As we continue to see the dangers of road safety, it is important for you and others to express your concerns, especially because this directly impacts you, your family, and your friends. Contact your local representatives to voice your concerns and save someone's life. As we have come to an end, I hope you are able to take the importance of headlight safety, especially in our community. In this speech, you were able to understand the significant dangers of excessive headlight to drivers, pedestrians, as well as cyclists, the benefits of implementing effective regulations through different ways, and lastly, how we as a community can make those regulations a reality. I hope you will prioritize this issue just as I have, to demand safer roads. I personally have advocated for halogen lights to others to lessen the strain of the opposing driver in the oncoming lane. An article by Jalen Williams, it states, the Soft Lights Foundation submitted a petition NHTSA on February 24, 2024, asking the agency to set an overall limit on intensity for headlights. The foundation has not acted on the petition. This is your calling to contact your community lawmakers, the Department of Transportation, the NHTSA, to advocate for your community members today for sensible headlight regulations that protect everyone. Together, we can drive change and ensure a brighter and safer future for all road users. Thank you.